Hey everybody, how's it going? Ruben here, coming to you from my humble guitar lair. Just wanted to do a special video today of a couple of guitars that I rarely see and even less seen videos on YouTube. These two guitar here, one is a Flying V, obviously you can tell, a Gibson Flying V case, and the other one is a Gibson SG case. So it comes to mind, Gibson SG and Gibson Flying V. From a heavy metal perspective, it would be Judas Priest. And yep, that's what these are. This is the Gibson Custom Shop KK Downing and Glenn Tipton guitar set. I believe 30 of these were made. And this set, or this pair, is a pair number 20 of 30. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do this. And since I'm closest to the Flying V, we'll open that up. So here's the case. And I'm gonna unlock the latches, and you can see up here it says Gibson Custom Shop. It's upside down. And make sure I got everything unlatched. And lo and behold, here's the Gibson Custom Shop KK Downing Flying V. I believe these came out in 05 or 06. Actually, we'll find right now when we look at the card that came with it. So here we go. It's the KK Downing Gibson Flying V, and as we all know, KK played this guitar for many years with Judas Priest. Well, not this actual one, but you know, his guitar. And his was candy apple red, and you can totally see that here. And you know, when the light hits it or the sun hits it, sometimes it looks kind of copperish. So that leads me to believe that it's a gold undercoat under the candy red. So let me put it here on this little couch here so you can take a look at it. So yeah, there you go. Candy apple red Gibson Flying V, modeled after KK's personal 1967 Flying V, which, as some of you know, when he went to buy this guitar, supposedly Michael Schenker was going to purchase this guitar and KK beat him to it or something like that. So here we go. Gibson appointments, you have a tunematic bridge and nylon saddles that were popular in the day. KK most likely added these mounting rings around it because they didn't come with them back then, and they had the nickel covers, so he probably removed the covers. These are Gibson 57 Classics. They sound amazing with this body. It's all mahogany body, all mahogany neck, rosewood board. And with these Alnico 2 57 Classics, they sound great. This guitar sounds so good. And you can see down here you have the poker chip type of thing around the output jack. One thing I did notice, because my very first good guitar as a kid growing up was a 1981 Gibson Flying V, a black one. Well, I totally like Michael Schenker's. And one thing I noticed about this guitar that is very different than other Gibson SGs is it's actually the pick guard. You know, from far away, yeah, it looks like a Gibson V, but as you close in on this, see this here, how the pick guard actually goes underneath the posts of the bridge. That's not normal, because almost every Gibson you'll see goes from here and it comes outside the tailpiece, and it comes down this way, and the actual edge of the pickguard kind of goes more closer to the edge. So I don't know why it's like this. One thing I'm assuming or guessing would be that maybe when KK had the guitar refinished candy apple red, maybe they made another pickguard for it that exposed the edge more to show more of the candy apple all around the guitar. I'm not sure, but that's just one thing that's very different from this guitar than every other Gibson SG, is the way the pickguard is cut. or made. So then let's go up here to the fingerboard. You got mother of pearl inlays, a nice dark rosewood board, beautiful rosewood board. And there's the, the pointier 1967 headstock. I think I have a 9 gauge on here right now, but all you hardcore fans know that KK played a 7 gauge. The KK and Glenn play really, really light gauge strings back in the day and thin guitar picks. So let me turn the guitar around so you can see another, signature identifying feature of this guitar. And that is that only the body is painted candy apple red, and then you go up here and the neck is natural. Of course there's a lacquer over it, a clear lacquer, just as KK has it. And then you have that beautiful stinger in the back one, and the old school double ring tulips tuners. And so you see here the logo, it says Gibson Custom Shop, blah blah blah. And then up here on the headstock you see Priest 20, and then KK's signature right here. So yeah, this is number 20 of 30 pieces that were made, 30 pairs, and this has the Dunlop strap locks. That's what KK used to use. And yeah, that's the guitar. It's a beautiful guitar, and like I said, it sounds amazing. When I take this one to rehearsal and plug it in, I'm not joking, and the rest of the guys turn around and say, that guitar sounds awesome. And it does, and it plays beautifully. And yeah, that's the KK Downing Gibson Custom Shop Flying V. I love it. It's a beautiful guitar. It takes me back to when I was a kid, because like I said, my first good guitar was the Gibson V81, all black. And I don't have that guitar anymore. So let's go ahead and put this one away so I can show you ESG. So goodbye. Oh, actually, we wanted to find out about the year this was made. I said they were made in 05, but let's confirm that. Let's open this up. And we have the pre-pack checklist, the OK card, all the good stuff. So this has somebody's signature, hard to read. And this says January 13th, 2006. So today we're January 2nd, 2021. And this is January 13th, 2006. So this is like a while ago. So here you go, Judas Priest Flying V Priest 20. And this was made in 06. Or this one actually left the line in 06. It was probably made later, 05, since it's a January 06 on the card, and left the factory in January of 06, but I'm pretty sure it was built and completed in 05. So let's put this away. I think I got them all. Now here's one more latch. Let me stick this one off to the side. And then let's open up the Glenn Tipton SG. And we all know what this one looks like. This is that cool black SG with the chrome pick guard. And yeah, and there it is. Let me pull this out. I love the V, but just something about this one, just man, it just looks amazing. I guess because it's so unique. You know, you have the SG body. Later on in the years, Glenn started using EMG pickups, so there's an EMG pickup here on the bridge, and I believe this is a 57 Classic in the neck. And the guitar, you know, these old SGs, I believe this is modeled after Glenn's 62 SG Special, which back then the SG specials had the binding on the fingerboard, dot inlays, and they had P90 pickups. And I think there's some old pictures before Glenn had this refinished black. It was like natural mahogany color, and I think he had like one P90 in there. And what they did with the pickguard, it's kind of cool. They actually have the holes here for, you know, where the P90s would go. A different thing about this guitar too is the old school early 60s Gibson SG specials, they had a wraparound tailpiece bridge. So it was like a combination. You had the tailpiece, and then on top you had like a little bit of like a graduating indentation to help with the intonation. So for this guitar, that was removed, and this really unique, almost like a Fender Stratocaster type of bridge slash tailpiece used. You know, it's all loaded on the top, so the strings go from here underneath through here and down, you know, the rest of the neck. So let's look at this guitar. Black refinish as Glenn did. Chrome pickguard. I think he said in an interview it was originally stainless steel, that it was highly polished. I don't know what this one's made out of. It's metal, that's for sure, but I don't know if it's stainless steel or not. And then you go up here, same thing with the truss rod cover. You know, it's polished metal, and you have the Gibson logo. And over here you have Grover tuners. And on this guitar, I said the Gibson V had 9s on that. This one I put 8s. You know, I went totally, you know, what Glenn would do or use, and put an 8 gauge on there. And that's an EMG 81 in the bridge. Let's turn this thing around. And all black. It's just the way Glenn had it. And there's going up the neck. So yeah, you have these Grover tuners, and there it is, Judas 20, and then you have KK's signature right here. Excuse me, Glenn's signature right here. So it's kind of cool how they did Judas 20 here, and on the sister guitar, the other pair, they put Priest. So you have, you know, Judas, Priest. But yeah, you know, this is a great guitar. This thing, I tell you, with the 8 gauge strings on it, this thing is a Ferrari. This thing plays, you can just fly on this neck, you know, 12-inch radius, standard Gibson radius, and it's just, and it's all neck, so you can get up there. You know, Glenn loved that about this guitar. It was all neck, he can get up here, and then he kind of took that design later when he went to the Hamer, started using the Hamer Phantoms, which became the Hamer GT, because this is all neck. So yeah, that's the Glenn Tipton Gibson Custom Shop SG. And let's look at the card for this one. The KKV was made on January, or checked, inspected on January 13th. And this one is February 23rd. So that's a huge difference, actually, for being a, you know, a pairing, if you want to call it. Priest 20, the other one's Judas 20. Actually, you know what? These might be reversed, because this says, no, this is Priest, Judas Priest SG. So yeah, it's the right guitar. So yeah, February 23rd, 2006. So like a month and 10 days after they did the final packing checklist of the KKV, they did this guitar, which is interesting. That's a big span of time in between the two guitars being, you know, checked off and inspected. So there you go. I wanted to do this video of these two guitars, and I'm going to do another video of me playing them. Let me open up the V so you can kind of put them out together. Let's see, since they're a pair. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to do another video of me playing them, showing them off, you know, playing, see how they sound, etc. Let's put these up here so you can see them together, and then we'll hear how they sound in another video. But there you go. The KK Downing Gibson V and the Glen Tipton Gibson SG. Beautiful guitars, rare guitars, and not a lot of videos out there. So thanks for bearing with me, people. Hope you enjoyed the video, and keep an eye out for the next video I put out of me playing these guitars. Play some Judas Priest on these. Again, this is Ruben, and thanks again, and I'll be talking to you. Bye-bye.